Join me today for a full day of eating for weight loss, health and longevity after menopause on a plant-based diet. Hey there lovely viewers, welcome to the Menopausal Vegan, your go-to destination for all things plant-powered and menopause related. I'm Kath King and I'm absolutely thrilled to have you join me today for a full day of eating. We've lots of delicious food planned and I'm just out for my morning walk at the moment. It's Saturday and when I get back I'm going to start my day with vegetables for breakfast. This is based on Chef AJ's recommendations, whose work I love. And if I'm still hungry, I might make some steel cut oats. Lunch as usual will be a salad with potatoes and hummus. And I'm really excited for tea tonight because I'll be making burgers and having ice cream for dessert. And at the end of this video, I'll show you the calories and nutrition for the day. So I'll see you back at home. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're starting the day with some non-starchy vegetables, and non-starchy vegetables are very low calorie density. They're the lowest calorie density food that you can eat. They're also, research has shown that they can reduce cravings, so it's a really good way to start the day if you're a food addict and you're very tempted later on during the day by things that you really shouldn't be eating. So let me show you what we've got here. Got some green beans, another packet of frozen stir-fry mix, just some mixed vegetables with carrots, butter beans, onion, sugar snap peas and capsicum. And I also like to add some broad beans to my non-starchy vegetables just for a bit of extra protein. Got some mushrooms for some added nutrition, and I've got some kale and silver beet, and so these are the green leafy vegetables that are going to be part of my non-starchy vegetables for breakfast. So they're all chopped up in there and I'm just going to steam them now. Okay, it's ready, so let's serve out. All that veggie goodness. And as you can see, it makes a large quantity. So eating this really fills your tummy up. And I'm going to season it with some lemon juice. And the lemon juice will also make the iron in the green leafies more bioavailable. I'm going to put some garlic powder on. This is some balsamic glaze. Then we've got some turmeric and black pepper. And the black pepper also makes the active components of the turmeric more bioavailable. And then finally, I've got some brewer's yeast. And brewer's yeast is a really nice sort of savoury, cheesy flavour, but it also has a really good B vitamin source. So we'll just mix that all in. Probably doesn't look all that appetizing, but it tastes really nice, and that's also made without any salt. And I almost forgot, I also drink the water that's left over from steaming. This is called pot liquor, and if you ever wondered where the nutrients go when you cook food, when you steam it, it goes into the water. And so this captures all of those lost nutrients, and I'm able to benefit from them. Okay, so I am just a little bit hungry after my vegetables for breakfast, so I'm going to make some porridge with steel cut oats. And so I've got my steel cut oats here, and I'm going to make enough for me and my partner Michael. So I've got half a cup of the steel cut oats. I've got 1 cup of water. But I'm also going to add in about 1 cup of roast cauliflower. That's frozen. This one here. Get all of that out. And let's get cooking. So we're going to cook this for, now that it's boiling, sort of keep it simmering for maybe 10 minutes. Because they are steel cut oats, they take a little bit longer. Right, it is ready. And look at that delicious, creamy porridge. So I'm going to take some of that, and the cauliflower helps to make it nice and creamy. It also reduces the calorie density of the entire dish. And on that, we're going to put some ground flax seeds for our omega-3s. Got some cinnamon, and cinnamon also helps to control blood sugar. Also putting on a little bit of cardamom because I'm putting some blueberries on, and blueberries are fantastic at fighting cancer and all kinds of other things. It's the pigment they have, I think, and the cardamom helps to make the that cancer fighting compound that's in blueberries much more effective. And I've got some orange, and it doesn't want to come apart very easily, so I'm just going to rip it into small chunks. This will give us some sweetness. Nice and juicy. Wow, look at that juiciness. And then I had half a banana floating around, so I'm going to add that into my porridge as well for a bit of extra sweetness. And there we go. Messy hands. Those are clean, and that fills up my little porridge bowl. Oh, I nearly forgot. Just going to put in some more soy milk. And there it goes. Nice and creamy. Fruit makes it nice and sweet. Let's give it a wee taste. That's a really good breakfast. Okay, welcome back to lunchtime. We're having salad for lunch today, and so I'll just show you the type of things that we put in our salad. First of all, these are what we take to work every day for our salad to go in. And so we've got into the habit of just making salads in these lunch containers, one each. And so we do that in the weekend as well, even if we're not going anywhere. And the first thing we're going to put in to start our salad is some beans. I've got some mixed beans here. And I've got some soybeans here. Now in New Zealand, the only place we've found that we can get soybeans is from some of the Asian food shops. So we buy dried soybeans and we cook them up on a regular basis. We cook up a really big batch and then we freeze some. Next, we've got some vegetables. Got a cucumber, celery. We'll probably have, oh, this is quite a thick one. So just do one spring onion. I'll grate in some carrots. And I always like to have something sweet in my salad. So I'm going to chop up this pear to go in the salad. Tomatoes are crazy expensive at the moment, but I just can't make a salad without tomatoes, so we're just going to have one between us. And Michael really likes, oh, there we go, the crunchy sprouts. So these ones here. So I'm going to put some of those in his. I'm not so fond of them, so I won't put them in mine. We've also got some broccoli sprouts. So I'll put those on. And then finally we've got some mesclun to put in. So let's get chopping. I make sure that I chop everything quite finely. That makes the salad a lot easier to eat. And this is the dressing that we usually have. We're nearly out. We've just got it made up in this old Worcestershire sauce bottle. So it's a really simple dressing. It's just, I don't even measure. just a third of the jar is apple cider vinegar, and another third is some soy sauce, and then the final third is some sweet chili sauce. And we shake that up, and put a wee sprinkle on. Michael likes more than me. Finish mixing it all up, and voila, we have a salad. Right, the first ingredient for our sweet potato burgers is actually broccoli, and I didn't have quite enough broccoli, so I've added a little bit of cauliflower to that, and I've cooked it, I've steamed it until it's quite soft. And to that, we're going to also add some sweet potatoes. These are just some orange sweet potatoes. And normally I like them a bit bigger, but they only had small ones. So it's going to be quite a bit of peeling to get to the sweet potato underneath. The recipe calls for 4 cups. And so I don't quite know if I'm going to have enough for 4 cups of sweet potato. I'm guessing that these are less than a cup. So let's just, I think I've got some other stuff that I can use to bulk them out as well. Okay, so that's 4 of those little baby sweet potatoes, which I don't think is quite enough. So to that, I'm going to add some steamed normal potato, and also I thought it would be really nice to put in some butter beans. Butter beans are nice and big and soft, and they should incorporate well. It'll just give us a bit of extra nutrition as well. And then also adding some green onions. And recipe calls for 2 cups of rice, but I also had a whole heap of this, I think it's some quinoa left over with a little bit of corn and something else. So we're going to add that in. That can be maybe 1 of my cups of rice. And then I've also got this leftover rice that we used last night. It's got a little bit of spinach in it. I'm going to put in another, let's see, is that about a cup of rice there. After that, we're going to need 2 cups of oats. One, 2. And then some spices. We need some smoked paprika. So I'm just going to measure out some here. 1, 2. And then we need 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. It's not going to fit, is it? 1. Oh dear, I might be getting to the bottom. Let's make that 2. 2 teaspoons of onion powder. tablespoon of chipotle. Now, I'm not a really big spice fan, so I'm going to go a bit easy on the chipotle. That's going to have to be enough for me. And then I might actually add in, I know Chef AJ doesn't use any salt, and I try to minimize the salt, but I'm not quite at the stage of being able to enjoy food that's completely without salt. So I'm going to put in some of this vegan chicken style stock powder. And then it's time to get my hands a bit juicy. Look at that ooey goodness. That's going to stick together really well. So we're ready to make our burger patties before we put them in the oven. Okay, now we're making burgers, and I'd just like to show you this little thing. This is like part of one of those tops that people use when they're doing preserves, and I find it really good for making burgers, really neat burgers. Squish it all in. Voila, there is my perfect burger. Okay, I'll finish making the rest of them. Okay, so now I finished making burgers. I've got 15 of them, so we're going to have leftovers, which will be really cool. And I'm going to put them in the oven to cook for 30 to 40 minutes. So I'll be checking on them in about half an hour. Okay, I'm just cooking up some vegetables to go inside the burger with the patty. And I've put in some onion into the fry pan. And I've got some frozen mixed peppers. Let's finish those off. Some leek. And just a few remaining mushrooms to go in. Just to make sure it doesn't stick, I'm going to add a little bit of water. Go. Just going to let that cook away while the burgers are cooking in the oven. Okay, it's time to check on our burgers. There they go. And if they are properly cooked, we should be able to flip them over. Yeah, look at that. They stay together nicely to get the other side cooked. So I'll continue flipping these over. Okay, we're ready for the best bit. We're going to make the burgers. So I've got lettuce leaf buns instead of bread buns. And I'm going to put a side of that on. Oh, actually I might put some hummus first. Everything tastes better with hummus. And one more. To add to that, we're just going to put some tomato, a little bit of avocado, and on one I'm going to put some salsa, and on the other I'm going to put some barbecue sauce. Oh. And then I'm going to add to that the veggie mix. Oh yes. And then put the rest of the veggie mix to have on the side. Oops, I'm losing bits. Okay, let's have a taste. Right, so here it is. I'm going to wrap it up. I think it's going to be a bit messy. It's real messy, but very good. Okay, we finished our burgers and they were just delicious. I'm going to link to Chef AJ's book that I got that from. It was the book Unprocessed. And also I think there's a video of her making these burgers, so I'll link to that as well for you. And our dessert tonight is some chocolate ice cream, and this was inspired by Broccoli Mum. So I'm going to link to her video where she makes it as well. And to make the ice cream, I've got some frozen bananas, and some frozen cauliflower. So this will also help to reduce the calorie density. Okay, so it's finished blending, and that's kind of what it looks like. And let's have a wee taste. That's really nice. Right, this is all of the food that I ate today on Chronometer. This is my energy summary. It shows that I ate 1,630 calories, and Chronometer thinks that I burned 2,065 calories, but I'm very doubtful of that figure. And looking at the highlighted nutrients, you can see that I met all of those nutritional targets apart from the B12 that I supplement, and calcium was 93% there, so very close. And in terms of all the other nutrients, my lipids, my omega-3s were right up there, and my protein, I got 63.5 grams of protein. That was 120% of my nutritional target. So all in all, a great day of eating. So that's my day of eating on Saturday. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I eat for weight loss, health and longevity after menopause. And I hope you learned something. If you did, please give me a like. Make sure you check out the queen of calorie density, Chef AJ. Her videos and her recipe books make this way of eating so much tastier. And if you want to see more of my menopause and weight loss journey, please subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments section what you got out of this video and what topics you'd like to hear more about. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.